Okay. And is this going to work as well? Yep. Okay. Nope, we've got walking only. And then full screen this, edit this. Do 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 do. Uh-huh. Ta-da. No, that wasn't what I wanted. Wait. No, move this over, put this here. Perfect. And my audio working properly? That's the next test. I need to make sure. That's what we want. Perfect. Okay. Walking only. That's what we're doing. Mostly because I just want something that's like somewhat reasonable to do. Jumpless is possible. I just don't know what you would do once you have the blowgun. You can get strength, so you can get quite far jumpless, but that was a weird noise. Weird noise, but she'll be right. That'll do. Appreciate your lack of enthusiasm, my friend. Appreciate it. Yes, let's drop back down. Everything's fine. 30. It's better for everyone. It'd be fun if you could just slip it through. Where's the key? Funny key man. Is he still here? Beautiful. He'll never be that happy again. Wow, sounds like marriage. Oh, they just moved it forward. Yeah, that'll... Wouldn't you just do it like that then? I wonder. So I know someone could do it, but... Yeah, they did not appreciate what someone did. I gotta remember, you gotta drag it. It's not the pushing in, it's the pulling out. That's what does it. Which has got me thinking, like, I wonder. Gets me thinking. Anyway, I appreciate this. It gives people a bit more of an idea. Can't... I do wonder, could you... We can walk up here. And we can walk across that gap. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah. What happens if I shut the... You know what? It doesn't matter. We're just gonna move. Is he? I appreciate the confidence, my friend. And she has had some work done. It's a shame that walking only means we can't crouch. Unless they changed that. I don't know, I'll have to check. Here it looks amazing. I know that's funny, because he either looks plain or whatever you decide to pick. Only of the room. Oh no. A Wimaware. Oh, that's happening. And away we go! Bow now. Sibbity sap. Sibbity sap. I had not heard that one before. Easy. Easy peasy. Well, suppose we're going to jump. That's the only thing we need to really go for right now. Oh, and obviously that. Technically that counts as an upgrade that we need. It's not that important though. I have thought about that. That pulls you there. I was thinking, there's anything like you could... I don't think there's any other cutscenes you could clip. But it'd be interesting to see what would happen. So obviously you can't beat the game without getting access to the eggs. That's important. So you can't really do anything with that. But certainly interesting. I don't know why something keeps catching fire. It's a bit strange. Ah, that's a nice scratch. There we go, that's more than enough cash. No, something's on fire. Does remind me I really do need to get that dune. Don't worry about it, buddy. You'll be alright. Heidi, 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 ho. So this should be pretty chill. A bit of a slow burn, but all in all, I think this is going to be pretty just a relaxing time. I'm 95% sure this is doable. So, shouldn't have to worry too much about like, oh no. Hello, Aslan. How you doing? Now we have everything I need. Just walking only. No run upgrades. Yeah, it's a bit intensive. That is true. It's certainly, a lot of people have had some. Have you tried, if you need to, launch it in DirectX 11 mode. That'll greatly reduce the requirements. Really nothing. And to launch it in DirectX 11, in case you didn't know, you just need to go on to your launch options, your launch parameters and stuff, and you just go dash DX11. That'll launch it in DirectX 11, and you'll be You'll be laughing. It should run a bit better. Wonder if this... They did try to nerf it, but I don't think they've completely stopped it, but... Oh, okay. Computer says no. I'm gonna bring another egg with me. That is a little funny. Gets halfway only for it to be like, you know what? Nah, homie, we out. That is the pain, the torture, the misery. Okay, well this... Yeah, it should let me up. That'll be fine. But yeah, launching in DirectX 11 should assist with that problem. At least in theory. It depends. Is it... What's your biggest bottleneck? Is it CPU or GPU? Because if it's GPU, then yeah, DirectX 11 will solve most of those problems, because it doesn't do a lot of the complex big light shaders, because it can't. It's just not compatible with it. So that's what I would suggest if I were you. That's an interesting thought. Interesting thought that I just had. Ah, things are no longer as finicky as they were before. That's nice. Clown. What am I doing? Up you go. Well, there's certainly... If you can get it back up and running, there's certainly lots for you to do. No doubt about that. I can't grab that. I don't have crouch. That's funny. I hadn't particularly considered how much I would be missing not having any walking abilities. Because although I can technically get crouch, I also don't want to risk it being bugged still and giving me 2 times speed, because then that kind of defeat the whole point now, wouldn't it? Oh. Ah, a bit of a cough, my bad. The money. Ah, hey. A concert. What kind of concert we talk? Concert. Something about the word feels weird, but concert. What concert? Who was playing? Not that I'd probably know him, but like, why not? Who was playing? Actually, there's money over there. I want money. But yeah. just doing walking only, because it should be an easy win. It was a good show. Well, I mean, that's all you can really hope for. As far as I'm aware, they're generally rather expensive, so... Well, as long as you had a good time, that's really all that matters. Why'd you walk backwards? Ah, you know what, we'll do it normally. Only 50. What kind of dollars are we talking? Is that USD? CAD? Yeah, I've never heard of Sublime, but... USD. Oh, yikes, okay. So it was actually not crazy pricey, but not the cheapest thing around. I mean, cheaper than what? I mean, I'm not really concert familiar. I've never been to a concert, so I don't really know the median price. I just hear that they can be rather pricey. Centera. Never heard of it, but I might have to give it a quick listen to. Maybe I have heard of it and I don't remember it. That could certainly be the case. I'm not sure. I'm not the best with names. Okay, then no, I do not know it. I've never heard of it. Oh, right, I need strength. Goose. Don't mock me. Oh well. So, I'm still confused by that. So, you're lucky it was a few towns over from a venue that has a lawn. I don't... So the venue had a lawn? Oh, I hadn't thought about no dash. No dash would be annoying, but... You know what? No dash makes sense. That sounds fair. I guess we could see how far we could get with no dash. We could definitely get a lot done. That's certainly something I'd have to see. Yeah, would be. Oh, that's a bonus. Now I need money. Right, yes, money. Okay. How we beat puzzles with one simple trick. It's free real estate. Ha ha ha. Oh, well, it sounds good though. I've been meaning to go to a concert one day. One day at some point, while I'm still young. I don't think it's supposed to go that high. I don't know where it went. Okay, back down here we are. Really? Okay. Awesome. Well, yeah, where I'm from, we don't really have a lot of concerts because we're a bit more rural. So, most people don't come here anyways. That is something I've thought about. Oh, yeah. True, true. Well, that doesn't sound too bad then. Do I see something happening here? Maybe? Oi, dickhead, don't do that. Yeah, we don't quite have that luxury, but... Not like that's a big deal. But yeah, certainly, it's not too bad then, though. Stop it. Just still arcing? No, that's not. Still not legit, but... Oh, there's nothing wrong with a bit of babbling. That's kind of all I do. So that's not quite high enough. I'll look into that later. 35? Oh, that's only 25. That's cheap and easy. Well, that's all everyone does it. All I do is babble. That's my whole thing. Talk, talk, talk. I wouldn't say entertaining people. People's a big stretch. I'm sure some people definitely find it entertaining, and that's fine. But my babbling is more, you know, babbling is, your babbling would be entertaining to some people. No doubt. I think it's interesting, you know, just hearing about people's experiences is always a good time. Oh, that's nice. That's, you know, there's some good that comes from this. Okay. So, just as an experimente, I reckon I would be able to get in there anyways, I think. At least I'd like to think. With just a little bit of... Yeah. And then you could fight them. You could get in. You could get the dash. I don't know if you could get out, but like, that's a whole different, it's a whole different problem for a different... Right now, we're just gonna... mess around with a thought. Yeah. Little bastards. That quote. You know, it used to annoy me because I didn't like it that much, but it's grown on me. It's just so needlessly aggressive that I love it. There's another one he does when he's dealing with Jimmy, or when he's waiting for you to knock down the elevator. Where it's just, it's hyper aggressive and it's just really funny. At least for me anyways, it gives me a chuckle. It's like, man is fuming. Can we sit that? If you could just balance there for a second. So will it arc down? No, I haven't done anything past end of Act 1. At all. I don't know if that's gonna be a thing at all that David wants to have people do. It's a possibility, but they've still got, you know, stuff that they're working on, so... What are you doing, mate? You drinking much? Walking along? Can you... Yeah, I just need... They've changed the way grabbing mechanics work, which is nice. It now doesn't try and auto-correct to a specific thing, which is a huge step up. Just need you to stay still. Where's this ball? Okay, and so now... Really? That's fascinating. Why would that not... yeah, it does. It does do a lot. There's a lot of corrections. So if you put the ball up there, and I think other objects as well, it will correct it to being in the right position. And it will often, like, shut down all the momentum and everything. Just thinking, I don't know. If you could get electricity here, I'm assuming that without the battery in there, nothing's gonna work, but... You know, it was a what if, but I don't have the abilities to take care of that right this second. Well, there goes the storm. The storm. Force beam really was delightful, but unfortunately, oh, it just applies technically with great difficulty. You can infinitely climb, so. That's certainly something you can do with the climbing thing. It's a bit difficult because obviously you're not supposed to do it, but I didn't want to do that. No, I wasn't. There we go. That's what we want to see. Oh, I can't crouch. Right, yeah, I forgot I didn't grab crouch. Because I don't know if they've fixed the bug where crouch gives you 2x speed if you uncrouch. So I just elected not to grab crouch. But no, so what you were hearing before was the little goons following me into the water. Oh, that's it. Is there no respawn point over there? I hadn't really noticed. I thought it was still there. They've moved. Oh, you mean the weight? Yeah, they've moved the weight. I don't know why. I think just to put it in front of the TV. Because to get people looking at the TV more. Well, not TV, but the phone. There we go. Easy peasy. Oh, speech to text. Yeah, I don't know. I found those can be a bit unreliable. I mean, if you train it yourself, like on your own talking data, then I guess it's a little bit... Generally, it's not too bad. How'd you see that? One. Wait, I can actually show it. Can you get out of there? Go away. Are you gonna get mad, please? It's really funny. Or is it because they've already moved that you won't speak now? You're a disappointing person. Oh, she'll be right. I do appreciate how not very smart these guys are. It's that simple. You just... They'll fall for anything, these guys. Woohoo! Man's on crack. Crack propane. Grab this coin. I could have... I'm sorry. Did I just see something cool? I don't know why I didn't grab the toothpick yet. That doesn't really make a lot of sense. So you can make it rotate faster. That's neat. I hadn't noticed that before. It's a neat little detail. What are you for? What? Harry Potter in concert. Oh, that's... Damn. That's something. There's been a couple of them. Not for... I don't know if there's been any others for Harry Potter. I'll be real, I'm not the biggest Harry Potter guy, but... I've heard of some things doing that before. So that's cool. Do I want to know what this is for? Probably not. I might want to ignore it. For now. I'll look into that shortly. I miss the old way of solving this puzzle. I don't know. You know, it's okay. I didn't have crouch, so it's probably for the best. Oh, right. Yes. They've changed a few things, yeah. I don't know, what version did you last play on? I need to go and get the tooth pin. Slow-mo. Gotta go get that too. Okay, yeah, they've made a couple of changes. I think they've added a couple new secrets, an entirely new knowledge gate thing. Various bug fixes. Obviously, they've redone some of the, they've scribbled this on, they've put some more plants in. They've moved this guy. They've separated the snail area from the greater surrounding castle location. Wait, I need the weight. Wait. I need the weight. Wait. This news must be devastating. Incredibly heavy thing to bear. Wait, yeah, I'm doing that properly. Cool. Those guys certainly can jump. There is a joke there that I will not make. Bro. Oh wait. Oh, this is gonna suck. Yeah, you coward. I don't even know if I can do this. As in, I don't know if I can make the jumps, but I also don't know if how well I'll be able to do this blind. That's certainly something I hadn't considered. So the one thing I forget about Dashless is doing this. You know what, from up here is probably going to be better. Yeah, that's going to be easy. Okay, then there's the nails over there. I don't think I was even close to making that. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Okay, let's... That might be a bit of a problem. Does that mean I'm going to have to do something new? Again. Is that my life? Finding new ways to do things that you probably shouldn't. Please? I don't know if I can make that. I'm gonna have... I know you can make it, I think, with 2 times speed. That's easy. Dear God. Relentless. Get away. Oh, sorry. My apologies, sir. You... yeah, my apologies. You, have a good day. Be gone. Be gone. Shoo-be-doo-be-doo. Where do these guys even come from? There's no spawner here until you get Dash. Oh, time to get some free real estate. Wow, really? Crazy. Wow, that almost got me. Oh, officers. I really do need to send that clip into the devs so that they can correct that horrid mistake. Ah, they've changed this area as well. I don't know what's behind these cards. It's upsetting. Because it looks like you should be able to see what's behind these cards, but you can't. Large air tank. Yeah, that checks out. They added it. No spoilers. Don't want to spoil it too much. Oh. That is weird. I'll just reload it. And that should... Oh, can I not? I can fit through here. Oh, it's just coins. Ah, there we go. Yeah, it wasn't working, was it? Also, the phantom outlines. Yep. Okay, I see. My bad. Though it's a bit hard for me to tell when it's not working. Yeah, if they're not popping up on my screen, that means I haven't seen it. But I've fixed it now. So, yeah, I'm sure they'll be fixed at some point. Maybe. Or you could always go, if your drivers aren't working, you could always uninstall and install an older version that did work. Oh, right, yeah. I'm stuck at the moment. That's what I was doing. Yeah. Well, I suppose this does give me a chance to try something I've been thinking about. You know, a little theory I've had. A thought. Howdy, howdy, ho. Oh, also apparently, to get the cops to show up in this, for this event here, you need to enter through the top. Specifically. Which is strange, but it'll, whatever works. Yeah. Yeah, does Superland have, isn't it in DirectX 11? I don't know. I don't know. But I mean, it's definitely worth a shot. That might make it run better. Okay, let's... That's certainly something, but not... Might not be anything. Yeah. That's why I was a bit like, I don't know what Superland... I don't know if Superland uses DirectX 12. I mean, it wouldn't matter, even if I could get it up. Well, that does not help. Can't jump up there. Not... Weird. Nope, can't jump on from that. Okay, I might have to relaunch the game in DirectX 11 just to even be able to see what I'm doing. Or, that's an idea. That might do something. That's interesting how much faster I go on the water. Yes, I'm taking the books seriously. That's why I don't have any... Oh no, I got one page. That was a bit deep. I wonder. Can it be done? Probably not. I don't think it's something I could do. I have an idea. That's not a very good idea. In fact, I don't think it helps me at all, but I figure I may as well do it anyways, just for the fun of it. It almost feels like if you crouch jumped out, you might. But that's irrelevant. What am I... Stop it. Don't think about it. What I am thinking about, though, is this. What are the chances of beating this? Not very high. Not very high at all. I'd almost say it couldn't be done. But at the same time, it seems like a silly, arbitrary challenge that is right up my alley. So normally you go along that way, climb up there. I don't think I can make any of these jumps though. No. Terrible. Couldn't work. So I need to find another way. Sorry, correction. I have another way. I don't know if it's a good way. I don't know if it'll work. I don't know how I'd get up there, though. That's a bit more of a prickly question. But hey, I'm gonna give it a go anyways, because I can. does give you quite a lot of speed, that blowgun. It's a very handy tool. Okay. That's my question. Did that count as touching the floor, yes or no? I can't see him, so I'm going to have to assume that this counts as touching the floor. But if it could be done, it would be kind of funny. Don't think it would help. See. Okay, so he is paying attention. Okay, that's good to know. And then he is gone. Actually, they might have just patched my technique, so it might respawning might in fact just not work. It'd be a terrible idea. It'd be nice if there was an indication of such things, but hey, what can you do? Thinking... I don't think there's a good way for me to get across this space. That's the real... Could probably get on there, jump around there, jump up, go across. But that's if that counts as the ground, and I'm not sure. Okay, that doesn't count as floor, but that does. But even if I could get here, I can't make the jump around to this. I could jump to here, I could land and walk across this, but then ain't no way in hell I'm making that jump. You know what's funny is you know what, this would probably genuinely work. As long as you're not touching the ground, they say. Hello game, do you want to like actually move? Alright, I have strength now. It changes the game. Ah, right, I have strength. This don't work with strength. I'm a moron. My greatest strength, my greatest weakness. Okay, one more mess around, and then I'm gonna start actually trying to play properly. It's just to do with the fact that when you don't have strength, it rolls along the ground. When you do have strength, it doesn't really quite roll right, and so it can't push against you the way that it normally does, because you're just pushing it forwards because you have the strength to do so. It's a bit weird. I can't give like a proper explanation. That's like the closest thing I can give. Oh, so this doesn't count as the ground either, but that counts as ground. Okay, wait, so this is ground, which means this is probably ground, but none of this is. Make that make sense. Well that too, but like as in you hold it out in front of you properly. You just can't drag it to your feet as much. You're gonna spawn in? Okay. Now I could probably land on there. Once again, touch that, that's the floor. If you get around to the maraca, that's not the floor. That wouldn't be the floor. That's not the floor. Around there. It's so strange. Okay, but I can't touch that because then it's out of order and he freaks out. But now that I'm up over here, that's the floor. The carpet's the floor. That's the floor. Kind of, but not really. I'm just messing around a little bit because, you know, it's kind of funny. Kind of a little bit funny. So if I had the ball sitting there, had that ready, I could get on that, I could get up there, I could go there, have that knocked over, bounce off that. And if I carry something, if I have the dice set up there, I could probably knock myself, I could knock myself onto the roof, but yeah, it's a bust. Nuh-uh. I was being silly. Everyone freaking out. Alright, and I have this up like this just because it's kind of... It's weird. It's not active as a checkpoint until you knock it down or you activate it by hand. It's really weird. Huh. Well, isn't that interesting? Not infinite, but I haven't seen that bug in a long time. Ah, oh, fuck. Now that's activated. Yeah, it is due to the respawn. I think it was because I respawned right next to this and it wasn't activated. We're going to quickly check that real quick because I want to find out. Because that's interesting. That is bizarre. That is strange. Down at the bottom, options, show auto saves. What have we got? That probably would have been when I knocked it down. We'll just do like 6 minutes prior. Okay, so I'll come over here, activate this checkpoint, walk back over there, and we'll see what happens. Klachank. No. Super World is not crashing or lagging on my PC. These are my video options. I've got it set to this sort of stuff. I'm running 30. I can't hit a constant 60, but I can hit a constant 30 with these settings. Well, there you go. Another reason to, I guess, keep that deactivated, I suppose. That's awfully strange. So, I would just have to... What's your, what are your settings? Oh, that's a thought I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with your PC, Arslan. You're gonna have to let me know. And I don't know if I'll be able to fix it. It didn't seem to work then, but why? Maybe I need to be on the other side of it. Maybe I need to be closer to it. I'm not sure. Well, now I'm confused. Very confused. Maybe it's only those 2 checkpoints. Okay. I think they've suggested try using the studio drivers. They tend to be more reliable. Okay, am I gonna try and do it blind, or am I gonna try and do something else? No, I don't think there's any other options. There's no hope for me. Okay, so you're gonna want to uninstall all the drivers all of the graphics drivers that you have. That was an Oscar-worthy performance right there. I wish if there was something right there to land on, I'd be happy, but there isn't. Yeah, it just doesn't look like I can make that. Which greatly limits my options. I don't know why I didn't just respawn out like a hero. Okay. What am I looking for? What was I thinking of? Okay, I know what I was thinking of. Where would I find? Let's just grab one quickly. Give me the money. Let's go. Okay. We can't just... that easy. But as you can see, when you try and do the same thing you used to do, it just doesn't quite work whenever you have strength. It's just not on the cards. Goodbye, my brother. Goodbye, my friend. You mean the world to me. Perfect. Okay, so I have 2 options of what I'm thinking of doing. Yes, that is what walking only is intending to be. I don't grab any speed boosts. It's just me, myself, and I. Well, that is not happening. Yes, I've got the greatest singing voice. I was gonna go on Australia's Got Talent, and I realized I was too good for it. Well, that's a cool effect. The storm sound changes when you're underwater. Please. Oh, throw it over. Over! Get over there! Come on. Okay. I'm gonna go grab that real quick. Oh, she'll live. What is she, some kind of princess? Oh. Thank you. Ah. There we go. You frick. Come to me. I missed. Why has the sun got to come through the water? Please. There we go. God, that was funny. They did this, the same thing occurred in 6 Inches Under. And I assume Crash, but Crash is a bit different because, you know, the sky's above you anyways. There's not really a lot of swimming. But in 6 Inches, if you're under the water and you look up, for some reason you can see the sun. But you're underwater in a cave. Oh, that was bad. You shouldn't be able to see the sun. So, yeah, that's just a neat little thing. Neat little thing. Turning it off for now. That's a really weird... it does sound like it's like your drivers or something. Come on, just go over the bloody thing. There we go. There we go, finally. Actually, that'd be funny if this worked. Occasionally things let you jump, so could you imagine if this actually, like, would work? Oh, they're trying their best to make sure you can't. Yeah, that's fair. Well, why are your drivers reinstalling anyways? I don't understand. The computer generally doesn't just reinstall drivers when it feels like it. At least I don't have a computer that does that. Look at that magnificent throw. So close. What other changes have you had to your computer? That'd be my real question. Like, has anything installed anything? Been to any sketchy websites for, I don't know, maybe you're pirating a movie? I don't know. Throwing random ideas out, seeing what'll stick. Oh, so you get momentum. Not me. The true slow percent. Well... yeah, I don't have dash at the moment. That might change if I can't think of another way past. Yeah, I don't know why you're having such driver issues, because it's not, that's not normal. Go away. Ooh. What am I thinking? I might have to relaunch in DirectX 11 and just make sure I can't get the toothpick. Maybe there's some other way, I don't know. No. Okay. It's a bit weird. Ah. Yeah, it does that. I don't really know what it's meant to accomplish, though. I assume it's like maybe a setup for maybe a potential like secret puzzle or something that just doesn't exist yet. That's too far away. I want it to just be just right. What was that? No, stay right here. Right here, okay. Bitch, did I say you could move? Ah, that's way too far. That might... Okay. Okay, I see the vision. Oh, and, ba-ba-ban. Goodbye. Where'd she go? What do you mean your PC was on sleep mode? I thought it was installing updates. What's going on? We set this up just right. See, that's part of the weird thing. I should have gotten sent up, but it's like I gravitated towards it. Well, that moved that. Oh. Does not seem likely. Oh, where'd that go? Where'd he go? All the way over here. Of course he did. Now, I hadn't tried using the eggs before. I'd only really tried using the ball, the alpha ball. But maybe this is the future. This is the vision. Oh, and they're disabled too. Oh, isn't that lovely? Oh, right. They've changed it. I forget. Things now actually move with you instead of, like, awkwardly getting caught. Okay, so this could work. You throw it, though. Ah, fuck you. I'm too slow to catch that. Come on. Okay. What? Wait, what? Oh, because it lands in the same path. I could have just waited and it was going to come back to me. What a scam. But okay, so if I can drop this while I'm in the air, and it will kill my momentum. If you don't miss like a clown. And that's just busted. I'll take it. The boomerang. Yeah. Okay, we'll just... Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I like the looks of it. I'm gonna just drop it, and it'll drop me. So if I do it slightly off to the side, it flicks me off to the side. This might be reliable. Unlikely, because the thing I'm gonna want is like angled a little bit down, off to the left. Actually, for this case in particular, I don't know if I'd be able to get something to land over there, but... Okay, let's think. I'm gonna want a bit down. That's 2 down. 1 to go. Yeah. That. Okay. I love that that's just not working. Oh, the laser's pointing at the wood. Yeah, okay, that checks out. We're cool with that. Okay. Hmm. Nah, that's not gonna work the way I want it to. It's for shame. For shame. Yes. Yes, the collision of the egg is forcing me off the path. But it's not working. You don't keep the momentum. It kills your momentum. badly. Oh, little bastards can't do anything now, can you? So I don't know if this is going to be particularly helpful. Damn, that wasn't even like close to landing. That's sad. Hey guys, just because you're faster than me, or as fast. You pricks. Oh, and they're still alive? How dare you? It's like a wild goose chase. Okay. Yoink. Yeah, that's what I thought. Run, you coward. Okay. Their voices seem like they're pitched higher or lower. I don't know. Could just be fuck off. In worst case scenario, I'll just go grab dash. Okay, that worked a little better, but most of that just pulled me down. Which is not what I'd call helpful. You can really change your angle. The question is that of any actual use to me? I'm not sure. I don't know. I think technically... Oh, I wouldn't be able to, not with my current setup, maybe. Can't get up there like that, you'd have to... Get up there like that. Up here like this. And then I think you can use the ball to, like, get an extra jump off, and then you can jump up to there. Yeah, not making it to that one. But that'd be very shaky. Because I think that's what Sophia did for their world record. For any percent. Mind reading's not gonna help me. It really seems like I need to get that toothpick. But obviously that's gonna be a little bit awkward. Doesn't know that you really can't click these on. You need to bash into it. Maybe the weight will work. If I just chuck the weight into it, it'll turn it on. I don't know what that random fire sound effect goes off for. I've had that ever since the latest update, and it's a bit odd. Oh, it doesn't help me. No, that does not work. The problem with the sombrero is that I can't get it right now. Probably. Maybe. It's very unlikely. Not impossible, but unlikely. Because to get the sombrero, you need all the hay, but one of the haystacks is, like, in the shop, which we are unlikely to have access to. No, I haven't really tried messing around with the sombrero. Because it only, at least, I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure it only has collision while it's on the heads of people. Oh, you motherfucker. Yippee. So that would work just fine. I just need to get a battery into there. And I have access to a battery, but I'd have to be able to get up there, chuck the battery in, and then magically get it through there into that gap. Which is why I'm like, maybe. Maybe. I don't think I have enough metal objects, but... That's so strange. Why has it got... It just goes to the heavens. To the stratosphere. Are you gonna do the same thing if I like? Once again. Well, you know, probably close to 4 inches. Okay. So the alfoil ball is just really light, it would appear. Just really, really, really light. Sometimes. So that'll work. Let's go. That's not gonna work. No way. Weird how that doesn't have a respawn button. But I guess it's not really used for anything in Boar Town currently. I do not want to send you down there. Well, I'll sort that out some other time. You're annoying. Go away. Oh, those are identical. Yeah, well, because the expectation is, that if you collect the coins... So, okay, you can collect this coin, no problem. If you touch this coin, even if you don't touch the save station, it'll knock the whole thing down. Okay, so I know that the electricity is flowing. God, you've no idea what you're doing. Right, and now this should not... Electricity doesn't work. Physics. Ah, yes, physics. You know what? You're the worst. You know, everyone hates you. Actually, I think I've gotten other opinions on the hero. I don't really know it. Ruining my whole operation. I was actually kind of hoping it would sit on at a different... You couldn't just sit still. We're doing crazy, delicate science. It's like chemistry, except if it was actually fun. That's a joke. Chemistry is actually very fascinating. Yeah, I need it to be flatter. Like, that's perfect if it was not there. That looks pretty solid, really. If it could just stay in there, that would be perfect. It keeps just you're my arch nemesis. Where'd the ball go? Okay. I don't think... Or this might work. Because it would get the electricity down. And then if it's close enough, it'll arc off this to this to this. And then I have the other weight. If you could just wedge in there. That would be perfect. Oh, so it sits perfectly on that, but not... Right, of course. My mistake. That, unfortunately. The delicacy. So you'll sit in this corner all hunky-dory, probably, maybe. Just fine. Okay, what if? Let's change what we're doing. This here, yeah, okay. Let's move this to right. That's sus. I beg your pardon. Okay. The electricity is arcing to something else. Maybe. It feels a little bit difficult to tell. Actually, I should do it from the side. It's possible. I don't think it's likely that I would be getting it out of the underground, but I do think it is possible. I don't think I have the abilities for it. See, looking at that, it's looking like it's not actually using electricity. I think this is performative garbage and not actually the electricity. Because based off the game's rules, I mean, I'm no expert on electricity. Not in the least bit. No, I'm not trying to put it there. What I want to try and see is if the reason why it's skipping out is because it's trying to take the path of least resistance. Or maybe it's not designed, this specific case of electricity is designed to not arc. Right next to it, you almost couldn't not. Yeah, it's not arcing at all. What an absolute scam. Here I was doing the science. And the game lied to me. Okay, that wasn't a good shoot. Let's just... Ha! Gonna ruin your dreams. Whoop whoop. Okay, go grab it. You can have fun with life now. That's what I was hoping for, but apparently no. I know some electricity actually flows between all the conductive objects. I don't see much use of weight surfing though. You know, thinking about it, doing the math. It's not particularly beneficial to me. Maybe. Possibly. It does have some wonky physics. So there might be some benefits to... Because the weight will do anything. It's not just bottom heavy. It's unbelievably bottom heavy. Okay, so we can't get the hay. Okay, and if I jump like up here... I don't think I can get anything useful out of this, but... I could be wrong. Yeah. Suspicious. Suspicious. But yeah, I'm really thinking that it's the tooth pin is the way we kind of gonna have to go for this. Because it's not looking good, I tell ya. Because even if you wanted to, you can't throw something heavy over the wall and press the button, so that's not happening. Can't paint any of the keys purple, that's not happening. And there's nothing that can get us up to there. You gotta, well, I don't think we could make the jump, but... It'd be funny if they unpatched it on accident. I always gotta try it. That flings stuff too, so if you pump it up, you can shoot stuff, but that's not helpful either. Same problems the other one was having. So this time we do have a blowgun. Yeah, I think I'm gonna launch it DirectX 11 just so I can see in the dark area and hopefully do something. No. I'll just hit the save point. Chink. Okay, exit game. Where's Steam properties? DirectX 11. Okay. Oh. Ah. Game looks so much better. No weird shadows. You can actually see what you're doing. It's remarkable. Wow. Too scary? Bro, what do you mean? It's lit up just fine. Okay, so I hit it. That's a good start. And that from here, probably not. That from there, maybe. Alright. That's awkward as all hell. There's not really any other way over to there. Oh, that might work though. No. Yeah. When it's like this, I don't even need to do any upscaling. For 30, I can just turn this off completely. And just have smooth actual resolution. No weird pixels, no weird, everything looks actually clear. It's the lighting that's like the most devastating thing performance-wise. Now some would say, oh, just upgrade your computer, dude. But no, I do not say so. Snip, snap, snibbly dot, my guy's scared. I respect David's vision and like what he's going for, but it's also just if you don't have the right card, then it's just kind of like it's pointless. Okay. I just hit the roof. That's certainly gonna kill anything. No chance I'm making that card. Honestly, this would probably make for a great console game. Because you'd know what hardware you're working with. Like, people always shit on consoles, but consoles are great. Because you know what hardware you're working with. Sure, you might be stuck with an Xbox situation where you have to make it work on the Series S and X. With little to no compromises, except graphically. But those are still fixed systems. You know? It's just convenient. Instead of like, oh, will it run on your computer? Will it run on your computer? Oh, your computer had this arbitrary specific issue and now it's not working anymore. And it's like, well, God, that's kind of the whole point of what makes consoles, you know, good. Is that they can be easier to develop for. They're simpler to work with. But everyone's like, nah, PC this, PC that. And it's like, I get it. PC's way easier to develop for. And really, I don't know why console manufacturers don't just, like, make the systems that you buy, the SDK. Like, if that was, like, that came with the development kit as well. Because, yeah, some people are going to use it for bad things. But, like, realistically, it's not a big enough number to matter. And you'd have way more people making games for your systems, especially indie devs. Heaps more. It'd be like night and day. Well, I got. That would be kind of funny. Wait. Maybe I'm just stupid. No. I'm kind of hoping there's collision on that ridge there, because that'd make my life easy. Yes, hoisted by my own petard. Nah, I don't think I can get the distance I want. Yeah, people shit on consoles these days, and it's annoying. There's so many good reasons for console development still. But nah, it's way easier to just shit on shit on things than to be like, actually that makes a lot of good sense. Now in saying that, it doesn't necessarily justify the Switch 2's price. Not that I think for the console it's actually that bad. I think more so the games are the problem, but still. I don't think it's unfair to try and make profit on the system, but like be smart about it. Yeah. Oh, that's... Me? On stream? No. In real life? Yes. Like, so many. More than... too many, really. It's a problem. But generally on stream, it's mostly Supra stuff. I think I did some Crash Bandicoot for a little bit because my computer was, like, dead. And I thought that was kind of funny. Being like, Supraland Crash, except cut out the Supraland. I was like, ah, shucks. It's what I got. Yeah, it looks like we're going for the dash because this is not working. It's a shame that it's not going to be as slow as humanly possible, but upgrades, people. I've got these abilities, and I think I've got like couple heart upgrades in the air tank. One air tank. I still don't know why it says chocolate. That's not chocolate. Like, these are sprinkles. They're not even chocolate sprinkles. They're just sugar sprinkles. Why are they called chocolate? I don't... Oof. I wouldn't say I've got genres that I don't particularly care for, but most of the genres I tend to play, I don't know. Obviously, I play Factorio, but, you know, I enjoy Abiotic Factor. What else? It's a big list, but, you know, I enjoy playing Minecraft. Never really played a lot of Souls-like games. A lot of roguelikes, you know, your Binding of Isaacs. Then you got your classic, you know, tower defense games. Bloons TD6, Bloons TD5. You know, PvZ, the classics. I don't really play a lot of puzzle games, I don't think. Like, there's some puzzle games I really like that I haven't finished yet. Like, Baba Is You. I like that one. That was fun. It did get a little annoying, because at the beginning it kind of gave you a lot of options for how to approach solving the puzzle. But then by the end, as you're starting to get deeper in, you're basically just trying to find the one solution that actually works. You get less defined control over the rules, and it's just, I don't know, I personally found it a little bit annoying. You know, the early levels and the more meta stuff I think is really cool. It's just the later stuff where all you have is like, you know, one solution that you can do that's gonna work, is when it's kind of like, okay. On the lowest. Well, this is... are you running DirectX 11? Or are you doing... Can I squeeze through this gap? No. Or is it just the standard settings? And I don't know why your save file's broke. Did you ensure that you made sure it saved next? I don't know. They've been having some I've heard a lot of people having difficulties with save files. I have yet to run into a single one. But obviously that's just kind of like how it works. Everyone's computers are a little different, which kind of goes into my whole little console rant. Yes. Yeah, just because people get stuck. Okay. Well, you're likely running it on DirectX 12. Which has all the fancy lights and is really intense on the graphics. You also will need to look at, what was I thinking of? What am I thinking of? I'm thinking of something and I can't, upscaling, potentially. That's one. I know it's a chore, but I need more. So if you know, on Steam, even not on Steam, but like on Steam, when you can go to properties and you can set launch options for the game. What am I dealing with these guys for? I'm out of here. Under those launch options, you want to go -DX11, and then you launch it, and it will look like this, and require a lower graphical requirement, a much lower graphical requirement. Getting in the water is such a breath of fresh air. Yeah, that's what I was saying, except that's in a much more digestible text form. I could probably grab the toothpick now too, couldn't I? Huh, yeah. Oh no. Yeah, appreciated. I missed, and then I fired, and then I missed again. This went on for several hours. 1, 2, 3. You want to go slower? There we go, that'll do. I have seen it. I think it might be on my list. How do you do it? I mean, if you want, the bro spawned in for me. Can't believe it. This one here. Okay. It's rather simple. So you have your weight, right? You need to put a weight in the water, something heavy. That's it. That's the whole thing. That's all you have to do. They added that wall, by the way. Lewis. How far around? I hadn't considered that I didn't have crouch. Take one of these. I mean, it's relative. It's actually rather intuitive. In my opinion, anyways. I didn't have any issues with it. It was like, okay, yeah, I've got this weight. And that drags me down on the water. Because I'm obviously made out of rubber. Rubber is buoyant. I am buoyant. So then it shoots you up. But I suppose it is a matter of opinion. Okay, please. Please. Hey. Bro's just so mad. Yeah, there was some confusion. It's basically to stop people from just walking in and to walk up past the farmer dude with the lettuce and corn and stuff because people were ignoring it. And then they kind of didn't figure out what they were going to do with this. Well, it's kind of meant to be a, you know, you got to just kind of try things and figure out what works. Or is aggressive? So, I mean, for me, I never really had any issues with it personally. But, you know, they've had, varying different people, yeah. Yeah, that was the kind of the point. They've also added a guy here now, so because of that was there, this is now a separate section. In the snails area. As opposed to having them mixed together, which, yeah, you know, that's certainly a good idea. I have nothing in here. Yeah, it was probably a bit big. That's weird. Why is this one? I guess because it doesn't matter. Huh? What? Okay. So when I'm jumping in the air, it follows. Okay. That works for me. Magnetism sure works weird in this game. I did patch that real quick, okay. Where is it? Well no, it's because it's trying to attract to it, and it's just not quite working the way you'd... Well, that's not quite how that's supposed to work. You're just gonna, like, fall off the wall now? No? Yes, they did. So the magnets have been all busted for a while, to be honest. So right now... it does. At the very least, it definitely hints at it. The whole point is you're meant to, like, try these, you know, try and just use a little bit of logic. Pretty much. Well, no, it still thinks it's on his head because the player hasn't picked it up. Once the player picks it up, it removes it off his head. And then it despawned it because it broke. But there is an NPC that tells you about how the floppy disks and the... Well, it doesn't tell you the exact what happens, but it gives you an idea of like, oh, I wonder what would happen if I did this. To try and steer the player into... I need to put this here. Into doing it. I don't know. I can't speak for anyone else. I didn't really have any troubles with any puzzles. And that's not me trying to be arrogant. That's just... I personally just didn't really have too many issues. You know, nothing that ever seemed overly far-fetched or underexplained. Let's grab this, because we're here. Okay, is this still broken? Oh no, I gotta go grab that quickly. Well, there's a few that I've had, like, a bit of difficulty with. Ah, yeah. Yeah, that area was... Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm a moron. Take it with you, please. Yeah. That's why they tried to add like more mechanics to teach the player, you know, how to do the fashion stuff, because people are having trouble with it. So I'm not saying that people aren't having trouble. There is an extent to where you kind of can't explain it though for certain things, because otherwise you're just telling them how to do it, and that doesn't really help. Because not to be too rude, and I'm not talking about you in particular, I'm just saying in general that some people are just not very smart. You know, and unless everything is very highlighted and tells you what you're doing, people will have difficulties. They just need to find the right line where they're helping the most amount of people, but still giving out the least amount of information. But I've had some disagreements with... That's funny. They've added this here as well. I do find that some of the things that they've had to add, like that there, are mostly because some people just don't quite pick up on it. They don't look around and they just don't understand what it's for, I guess. Though I will admit that the NFC SIM card thing, that was, yeah, that one I was always a bit iffy on. I'll just take the dice. I've always been a bit iffy on that, because I was like, well, that's not necessarily going to be clear to everyone, because that's simply just not how the technology works. You can get SIM cards with NFC chips in them, but that is abnormal. Yeah, exactly. And I mean, I brought that up, and that's why I believe they've changed the art on the SIM cards now. So it has like a symbol on the back for like touch. But yeah, that was certainly a bit rough. I mean, I don't know how much hand-holding David's really going to add in, because he's not... He wants people to figure things out. You know, even if it comes at the cost of some people not understanding. But they're fine-tuning it. They've added, you know, obviously they've added more things. You know, they put the firewall up here so that you had to go up there, so you see that. You come down here. They put a purple cloud above the dash to really push people in that direction. You're impatient. Alright, I can't. I gotta... But yeah, I don't know. I understood the SIM card, but I did bring it up as being something that was like just false and would probably confuse people, and it did, and they've had to make a few adjustments. And I understand what they're saying. It's a bit awkward trying to put like a whole bank card in just so that like people can do it. But you know, I'm sure there's a better solution. Wow, what a hero. Time to cook the lettuce. I burnt it. I changed my mind. We're gonna get new lettuce. I'm a moron. So slow. Hello, my crackhead bud. How you doing? Please get online. That was not what I wanted. There we go, buddy. Where did it go? There was like an entire spray there. Can you... Are you gonna step on the... No, you don't do anything, I forget. You're useless. I was kind of hoping he wouldn't hit me, but that's okay. Where... There we go. Come on, buddy. I don't know if they're going to fix how enemy spawning works. Because it's still a little abusable. You... Oh, you son of a bitch. There we go. No, the snail spawns back in. He'll respawn after a bit. No, he respawns. It doesn't matter if you kill the snail. He'll just come back. Reduced to ash. Don't throw a rear body. I don't want to do that. Oh. Oh, I'm sure he's lovely. Yeah, see, look, he's right there. Innocent, though. I reckon, you know, I've painted those letters white, and he's still sniffing. Like, I think, personally, my head canon, he's a crack addict. Mostly because it's funny. He's always going for that sniff. Come on. Oh! I actually can't believe I dodged that. I thought that was just part of his body. No. It very much was not. Do I hear a cow? Moo Moo Meadows? Hey, buddy. I'll be honest, I have no idea. I'd have to take a look. I think like 14 hours. I missed a lot of stuff. I definitely didn't get everything on my first try. I think on my main save that's maxed out now. I think I got about 30 hours. So, but that's not the same save I did my first playthrough on, so. But I had missed, you know, quite a bit. Okay, now just stay right there. Oh. Okay, there's a little lackluster, but I can just do that, and that's the end of him. I think in a normal DirectX 12 version, you'll end up... He actually spits out particles, but... It still shows 99, but it's been I've confirmed it with, David and Mattel. Oh, it's not Mattel. That's not how you pronounce his name. It's like Malte. Not the point. I've confirmed it that the 99 was like a glitch. Not a... Well, bug. So what was happening was... The game was checking to see if an Act 2 secret was gotten. Which obviously you can't do without an Act 2 ability. And so it just was ticking, it was sitting at 99. Next update, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be what it should be. God damn, they got me. But yeah, so they have fixed that. Okay, kill each other. Well, to be fair, they really got me. It was never, you were never intended to grab it. Like, it was a tantalizing upgrade at the beginning. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. But yeah, you weren't ever intended to actually get that upgrade. It wasn't like meant to be a secret or anything like that. It was just they wanted something to placeholder put in the chest. I guess because the system required that they had something in the chest and it couldn't be empty. And that was, you know, something they decided to put in to be fun. And it was just, you know, coincidence, I guess, that we could find a way to get out there and open the chest ourselves. But I don't think they'll do that for this game. I think they'll make sure pretty much everything's successful. In some way. It's still a bit of a weird arena. Because you can just win. Like, you don't really have to put in a lot of work here. I mean, I think in one of the trailers, they showed, that, thingamabob, who's Mahala? What am I thinking? Yeah, they show that there's going to be outside areas. I don't know if we revisit the sandbox, though. I have no idea. I'm sure someone knows. I know there's like I think a mirror page with like a bunch of spoilers and stuff, but I can just... That's funny. I think, wasn't it in an older version where once you beat this side, the hero beats the other side or something? I know we used to do that. I think that this was like pre-early access though, and they might have changed it because it made them look too competent. Ah, no, I gotta go around this way. Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do in that regard. There's a lot of options. Jesus Christ, bud. Oh, I thought it was a goner. I thought I was a goner. Oh no. Oh. Oh right, yeah, because he literally copies your every move. I don't think so. That'll do, buddy. That'll do. I have no idea what the official names are. I don't know if they have any official names. As far as I have heard, there is only like... Only the bosses kind of have official names. But even then, it's like... You know, you've got the Greater and like the Lighter. Like, they don't have any real names, as far as I'm aware. It does make things annoying. Because it's like hard to talk about. But I suppose it's kind of, you know, in Superland, you're not really told the names. That's the wrong one. Except in Crash, I guess they're the skulls, and you got the demons, but they don't have individual names in-game, so... I don't know. I think he might actually be close enough. He is. Okay, that's the ideal spot to have him stand, right there. Okay. Up. Nah, it did not work. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't... Maybe someone's gone through the files and there's a name in the files, but... You're gonna fall off. Every different instance. Possibly. I know some games, some old games did that, but I think the old DKC games, during the credits, there'd be a fanfare of like each enemy and it'd show off their name and all that jazz. So what is weird is they added a chessant board up there, which is suspicious, but you know, that's a thing. They added a tic-tac-toe thing over on the suitcase. Don't know what that's for, but yeah. Well, I mean, I'm pretty much done, but yeah. That's fair enough. You know, focus on your experience. Make sure you have fun. Feel free to go into the Discord, the Super Discord, and let them know that your save broke. And they'll see what can be done. And how to fix the bug or something. Yeah, no worries. You have a good one. Good man. Good sir. Good person. They probably should fix that. Bebopalula. Bro was robbed. I wonder when they're gonna tackle that bug, where you don't keep the shirt. Alright, you couldn't get over the wall. That was a... Some of those people have got some crazy eyes. I'm sorry. I want to look at the eyes. Wait, are they still freaking out? No. And the lady with the dress? Why is her dress gone? Yes, I have no sense of urgency. That is true. My favorite detail so far in the game is still the fact that if you don't actually activate the final cutscene, he has his own hand-drawn uniform, and it's like, oh wow, that's actually really funny. I'm still, you know, I'm still just the NPC. No, sorry, but no, so that character has the, you know, black and blue, white and gold dress, which, the colors of which change. So, sometimes it's white and gold, other times it's black and blue. In saying that, if we reload the save, you'll see that not only is my uniform different, but the hero's uniform is also different. And it's really weird. Hey, no, get back here. God damn. So I'm back to white, and then his uniform is now yellow. What's it a reference to? Sorry, I'm unfamiliar with this reference. Oh, here we go. See, drawn on. Yellow now. I do not know why. It is the mystery of the ages. Oh, the dress colors. Oh, for that, yes. Well, most people, they got into various debates. You know, someone's like, oh, this is a very funny reference, and then someone else sends a picture with, like, the other colors, and they're like, wait. And they're like, oh no. What color's the dress? Yeah, it's a funny little reference. And as far as I'm aware, the dress is legitimately black and blue. in the sense of, like, if you see... It's okay if you see white and gold, because it's like a lighting trick or something. It's just like how the lights... You know, the fact that it's a bright background that changes the way your eyes perceive the color. Bingo bongo bango. And here is the big man himself, Santa Claus. Oh no, it can't be. Santa Claus is dead. My mistake. We loot his corpse in Superland. Silly me. Because those clearly aren't just references. It's 100% the lore. New solver? Oh wow, that neck twist. Probably. Wouldn't surprise me. You know what? Yeah, that sounds right. Based off what I remember. Yeah, no, it is the same one. When he's not running around and he's just being all pompous. I don't think anyone else has that walk cycle. Or at least no main character. There's probably a side character that fits the bill. It's funny. That's funny. Where'd the king go? He is feared. I don't know, I think... Puzzle Patroller. I do like the drawn-on uniform, and I guess it's just going to be a small little secret for those that, like, you know, don't leave straight away. Which would be really strange to do, but it's still neat. I've added one to the ghost thing they put down there, but oh, it matters not. Remember, smacking down does nothing. Go up next to it, well, that's a whole different story. It's so strange. I don't know why that is, but I am trying to think of ways to abuse that to my advantage. One day. No, I don't think 000 is the place you'd get sent if the game doesn't know where to put you. Then again, there is a button there, so they could do that, but... Oh, fuck me. Oh, that's clever. Oh, that's... Fuck you guys. Sorry, I just had the biggest brain blast ever, and I'm mad. I'm mad, but that is fucking clever. Don't know what it's going to be used for, but it's going to be something. I don't want to spoil it for anyone, so I'm not going to share my revelation, if that's okay. You old man. You had great hopes for me, so what were you talking with the other dude for? Sus. Damn. It's the only thing that annoys me a little bit about this game is, as much as I'd love to just do all of my theory crafting for things live, some things David doesn't want just to get immediately shown out. Like, well, there's only like 2 people here, so it's fine. Like how to do high, right? He doesn't want people knowing how to do that. So you can't sit here or do anything, you know, much like that. Well, I don't know if it'll do anything, and that's why, you know, I don't know what David has planned for what things, and if it's anything... Oh, that's how you use a dice, yes. If it's anything related to high... Well, it's not related to high, but if it's anything in the same realm as high, of, like, something he doesn't want people to discover, until it actually comes up naturally, then it's kind of like... I don't know, I'd rather not ruin it. And I also don't particularly... It's why I'm doing mostly challenge runs where I do stupid things as opposed to playing the game normally. Because I don't want to ruin the puzzles for people. I want people to be able to figure them out on their own. You know, I'll give some hints, and if they're really struggling, like some people are, I'll just tell them how to do it, but yeah. They really didn't appreciate the fact that you could fly. Well, not fly, but float around. Yeah, hi. But that'll be me now anyways. I finished the run. Whoop whoop. Not whoop whoop, but yippee. And I have things to do because it's getting later, so. And I'm gonna have a meeting later with EGAS about the speedrunning stuff and. But yeah, so thank you everyone for coming by. Yeah, you probably should be heading to bed. 3 AM, that's rough. That's rough. But yeah, I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.